Hi, I'm Donald Lurye, and I'm proud to be a 12-year veteran of the DuPage Symphony Orchestra. You may recognize the tune I just played, the opening of Take 5, the signature piece of the Dave Brubeck Quartet. In the orchestra, I play clarinet and bass clarinet, and occasionally saxophone. Saxophone. In a symphony orchestra? What's that all about? To understand, let me tell you how the saxophone came to be. Most musical instruments evolved in both function and sophistication over many years. You can track through time various improvements in design and performance of most of the instruments we play on stage, but not the saxophone. The saxophone was the creation of a well-known instrument maker in Belgium named Adolphe Sax. In fact, he patented his eponymous instrument in roughly its current form in 1846. Here's a photo of one of Adolphe Sax's instruments. Now look at mine, a Selmer Mark VI model from the mid-1960s. Doesn't look too different, does it? Adolphe Sax was a gifted man. So why did he want to invent a new instrument? He had a vision of creating a hybrid for the orchestra that would serve as a bridge between the mellow richness and technical facility of the woodwinds, such as flute, oboe, clarinet, and bassoon, with the dramatic and sometimes piercing sound of the brass, like trumpet and trombone. And he was successful. I will spare you, but trust me when I say it is possible to play this loud enough to be heard over the entire orchestra. Bottom line, he wanted to create a new orchestral instrument. So what happened? The French composer Hector Berlioz did champion the saxophone, and other composers used that as well. Ravel, Shostakovich, and Debussy, to name a few. But they didn't use it very much, and unfortunately, by the mid-1800s, the sax was a bit late to the party, and it never really caught on with orchestral composers. Still, there are beautiful orchestral sax parts. Here is a solo from Maurice Ravel's orchestral transcription of Mussorgsky's Pictures at an Exhibition. This is from the third movement called The Old Castle. Do you notice the difference between the jazz and orchestral sounds? Let me repeat a little bit of both excerpts. First the Take 5, and then the Mussorgsky. You can hear the softer and breathier quality of Take 5 versus the more focused and penetrating tone of the Mussorgsky piece. How does that happen? It's still me, same mouthpiece, same reed, same saxophone neck, same saxophone. But I do change a few things. The angle of entry of the instrument into my mouth, how much mouthpiece I take in, the shape of my mouth around the mouthpiece, how much pressure I put on the reed, the position of my tongue inside my mouth, and the strength of my column of air. Collectively, this is what we woodwind players refer to as voicing, and we work on it a lot. We want to make sure that we're matching our sound to the type of music we're playing, and also to help realize our conductor's vision for the piece when we're playing in the orchestra. I mention it here to help you understand that the saxophone is a beautiful and flexible instrument that can play very well in many styles. It is sad that Adolphe Sax did not live to see his crowning achievement find its place in the world of jazz. The saxophone had become popular in European military bands, and when American soldiers returned from the Spanish-American War, they brought the saxophone with them, and they brought it to New Orleans. I think you know the rest. One more Adolphe Sax anecdote. Like most accomplished people, not all of his ideas were good. Here is a photo of another of his creations. This is Adolphe Sax's six-piston trombone, and to no one's surprise, it did not catch on. It looks like someone on the Starship Enterprise put two trumpets and a French horn into a malfunctioning transporter beam. I don't even know how you could both hold and blow this thing with most of the weight out in front of you like this. Anyway, this was Sax's creation that did not make it. I hope you've enjoyed learning something about the saxophone and its history. On behalf of all of us in the DuPage Symphony, I look forward to seeing you from the stage of Wentz Hall very soon. Be safe and well, and keep listening to great music.